Hello Cameron and peers. This week I will give you a relative short hobby update. As already mentioned, I didn't get as far in the hobby areas as I would have liked. The two Soviet infantry bases and a support base have of course been completed. A slow but steady growth here. After my project update, I planned a little more. On the one hand, two more Russian bases and the first armored reconnaissance vehicle. They all already have the base paint and initial shading. So two layers of highlights and detail painting are still missing. I also started with the first Swedish infantry block. I had completely forgotten how complex the painting of epic Pike and Shotte infantry can be here. For the Protestants, I started with a light primer, Wraithbone, to give them a bit of contrast to the Catholics, with a black primer and red color over zenital highlight. As first color, I usually start with skin color, here dark oath flesh, to highlight the skin areas and give the miniatures a little more liveliness. This way I avoid accidentally painting over one or the other hand afterwards too. Then I paint black on all the later metal parts, which also defines the rows of epics quite well. Now it was time to start with the uniforms. Hats were painted in shades of brown or the regimental color. For the pants I choose natural wool colors, grey and light brown. I was unsure about the regimental colors, which I wanted to do in a sort of blue. That's why I continued with the musketeers first, to test the effect. For the blue tone I choose contrast ultramarines blue. To see the effect I completed the basic colors for the 4 strips. Now they are still missing some shade, to be brightened up by highlights and a lot of details, especially the straps and the 12 apostles. It seems like a borrowing from the later Swedish uniform, but in order to distinguish the figures on the table well, you may have to exaggerate the color scheme a little. That's the only thing that differentiates them on the field. So much for this update. I'm currently trying to get all the figures finished by the next vlog. Unfortunately, I can't say that about the terrain. The house is still waiting to be painted. Till then, and take care.